See you.
What?
Hello.
Long time no see. It's us. We're back. We're in Portland. And what are we doing today, Amy?
Bacon jam.
Jam. Bacon jam is my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We had it on a breakfast sandwich in Depot Bay. It was delicious.
Now, if you switch to Ted Cam, he's filming me from behind.
Please don't.
So, hi, Ping. We missed you too. Okay, so what are we doing? First thing we got to do is some bacon. So we've got a pound of bacon that's been slightly frozen, so it's easier to cut. Yes. So we were in this kitchen before, but as Carlia pointed out, it didn't have any drywall on the wall. So we are back with the Hoyces in their beautiful remodeled kitchen. Ted did most of the work, right, Ted? Yep, he's just nodding at me because he refuses to say anything on camera. So I'm going to I don't know, this is where we're kind of going to get a little weird.
Why?
Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay. So I'm just doing these into a 1/2 inch. That's about a 1/2 inch, right?
Did you set this up for me?
Oh, I didn't. I can.
What's the number?
2438. Oh, no, I have to change it.
You've been gambling on here.
Go to Mevo.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Figure it out.
This is like a 1/2 inch, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we're looking for. And I'm doing all pound of this. What else is up, everybody? We missed you last week. We were, as I mentioned to a few people, on the Oregon coast. So let's see. Last Saturday we were in Bandon? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was fun to drive up and take our time, not have to feel like we're rushed. Also the ocean. It was raining. It was wonderful. So, how are you? This week has been raining and then sunny and then
Beautiful right now.
today it was 67 degrees. Oh, here comes Ted Action Cam.
Ted Action Cam. He doesn't have it on. Oh, there we go.
Takes a minute. All right. He gets to be a director today.
Ooh, you're kind of shaky, man.
Yeah, man. What do you got? Got the shakes?
More coffee or less?
I'm just going to use this one thing. Uh-oh. Now it's not there. There it is. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. Good job, Ted. You're doing a hell of a job. Now, if Ted wanted to, he could say that he wanted to show what he was doing here in Portland while we were filming in Reno, and we'd be able to do it. That's why we should have a guest segment so people can show us what they're doing during Side Dish. Huh? That's a great idea. I like it. Let's see. We went to some estate sales. We found some things. We've been thrifting up the antique stores all week. And I'm generally sad that I have to go back to work tomorrow. So, uh-oh. I think Ted turned it off.
I got tired of holding his hands.
Oh, well. That's how, maybe you just have to invest in the show to get a better camera for us, and you can be like Sam the Kitchen Man or whatever his name is.
Okay, 1/2 inch slices of bacon?
Yeah, 1 pound.
1 pound.
So this has got to like really come together here. So let's see. On. I don't want it on super hot. And look at this. Look at this bent wooden spoon.
Spoon's been through some stuff.
He's got personality like Tiny Whisk, but bent spoon. Bruce, hi. I do have a bunch of bacon in here, but I don't think any of it's for you, buddy. So this is going to be on medium heat and kind of start to, I don't want it to be overly crispy. This needs to pair and get soft and like very, very, very nicely put together. Because if it's too crispy, it's going to be crunchy. And you don't want that. You don't want crunchy jam.
Your cheerleader put on her brightest clothing and got her pom-pom? That was happening?
What?
You have a little cheerleader outside in her brightest clothing? Oh! Ran away.
She's behind the car now. Last time she was out there dancing, so apparently she's one up this time. Last time didn't we do the lodge cakes the last time we were here? And Carla conned me into it. It was part of a class thing.
She tricked you.
That was pretty great. So, the things I do for children. We have been watching a lot of weird movies. We watched both Roadhouses, and
We did a comparative study.
we did. I mean, each have their merits, but obviously the Patrick Swayze 1989 version is superior. So, I'm going to let that do its thing because we need to cut these onions up into strips, or not strips, but into chunks. So I've got two extra large sweet onions.
Are
And
they Vidalia onions?
nope, they just said sweet. And I need to quartered and thickly sliced. What do you think? That sandwich we had, that breakfast sandwich, was pretty top notch. It had bacon jam and what else? Eggs, which were really good. And we also had this apple fritter waffle. Ooh, talk about really good. Holy moly. Yeah, is she out there again? Yeah, she's probably running around like a crazy person. I tried to invest in her soap business, but she wouldn't take my deal, so I'm pretty bad at Shark Tank apparently. So, but I only wanted 5% of her profits, and she didn't want to take that. So, what do you think about it? 5%? I thought was a pretty good deal.
She knew you didn't have the money.
Also, she didn't ask what kind of money. She didn't say what she needed. I just told her a crazy number after she declined. So, So we don't. I mean, you want this to be. I'm taking this outer layer. This is a weird outer layer. We went to a weird Whole Foods today. Ted said it's a Amazon 360 place, and it was weird, but it was not like a Whole Foods I've ever been to. So. But he said that's because the name is Whole Foods, but it's really. And he also said that they would have my fingerprints on file.
Ooh.
I told him I'm not sure.
Tracking you.
I'm not sure how much I agree with that. You did a great job. We saw you out there running around.
Your brightest shirt.
Did you decide on your soap making materials?
Are you going to use lye? That's dangerous.
No, don't do that. Beeswax, I think I heard. Yeah, what's going on with this outer layer? That's weird. Like,
It's just thick or what?
yeah, it's just weirdly translucent that I don't like. It's cool though.
All right. I'll get rid of it.
We've got some time. Well, this cocktail we're making is it's called Into the Palisades, right, Ted? Is that correct? It's from a local establishment nearby Ted's house called the Lake Theater and Cafe.
How'd you guys find out what was in it?
We went there while you were napping.
You did?
Yep, and we had one because we figured it would
You're
probably be
nuts.
bad form to go there after the recipe.
Just be like, what's in this drink and then leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be bad.
So I think I looked it up. This is not pronounced Cynar. I think it's pronounced Cynar. I know that there is no G in here, but that's what it said online. So
Cynar?
yeah, it's a product of Italy.
Oh.
So how did he describe this? That it is a bourbon alternative to sort of what is that thing that uses Campari?
Negroni?
Yeah, and he wanted to have something that he doesn't really like the taste of Campari either, so we did not like it at all. But this, we had it the other night when we went to trivia, and our trivia team name was Farto de Fromage, but there's a reason for that because one of the cheeses that Kim brought back from France was from a company called Farto, which is hilarious. So, but Farto de Fromage consisted of Ted, Kim, Amy, and I, and we got third place.
Yeah.
We missed
Out of 19.
out of 19, and some of those people, the host said, had been coming there for like over 9 years, and I'm like,
We did better than any of the regulars.
I think that's kind of sad, you know.
Kind of sad for that. Good for us.
So this is what I'm talking about, thickness on the
Oh, that's thick.
yeah, because you want it to have some bite to it, you know, because it is going to turn into, you know, caramelized onions. The other parts of this are brown sugar, a third of a cup of strongly brewed coffee, balsamic vinegar, and that's pretty much it in water. So pretty simple overall. We also found, this is how you know the internet is listening to you, because Ted was watching videos on how to cook tomahawk steaks. And one of the shorts that he was given viewership to was how to make bacon jam and tomahawk steaks. And we're making tomahawk steaks, so I'm just telling you, you know, if you don't want Amazon or Google or whoever it is to steal your ideas, you might want to be quiet.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. What did we have for dinner last night that was really good? Oh, I made carbonara. That was really good. And we had charcuterie on Wednesday. Lots of different fun things. Some of that French cheese. I don't know. It's been a great week. Kind of slow, and what a vacation should be, right?
Perfect vacation.
Yeah, exactly. So. Man. And we haven't had to deal with too many crazy people at estate sales, so the one we went to today was a little odd, so. Oh, Ted and I also watched Saltburn. Yikes. It's a decently made movie, but it's just not the style of the movie I really think I'll need to watch again.
Sounds like it's a lot.
Oh, I think that might be underestimating the word a lot. So, okay. Is this your best balsamic vinegar, Ted? Okay, good. Yes, we went. Well, let's see. We went to. How many estate sales have we gone to? Like 5 or 6. And then we stopped at a bunch of antique stores on our way up the coast too. So. Also, this is induction top cooker that they have is wonderful. It boiled pasta water in like 3 minutes or less, and it was a lot. I was like, wow. The key to all of this thing, I've noticed with all the recipes I looked at for it, it's kind of low and slow in terms of this. But this recipe calls for an hour, so we should go up to the end. We're going to make the cocktail once we get the onions in, because they take a decent amount of time. We'll probably have another cocktail when we cook the rest of it down. And we're also going to toast up some chunks of bread with a little walnut oil that we had on the charcuterie board the other night, which was really, really wonderful. So.
And also came from France? Is that where the walnut oil came? Oh, no? Well, you were talking about like you haven't had it in a long time. They just haven't had it, or you haven't purchased it? Oh, gotcha. Why are you whispering?
He doesn't want his voice to be on camera.
Why? It works that far. No?
It does work.
They've heard your voice before. I'm pretty sure.
No, he's very careful about not putting his voice on the internet. Except for when Mutto posts a video of him against his knowledge, so. I heard your voice there, sir.
Sir.
How
Is that pan big enough?
you take these are going to come out.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. I could have probably used a larger pan, but
You need to up the heat?
I don't know. It takes about 10 minutes to get where we're going. Because everything goes back in and gets, then it starts to get that brown color. The onions, you're caramelizing onions, and we're going slow and slow, like I said. So that's going to take, 10, 15 minutes to do. I don't know. I bought some little loaf pans so I could test out making mini of the perfect white bread.
And banana nut bread and little coffee cakes. So many little things to make.
Yep.
What's NIL? Name,
Image likeness.
image, likeness.
Listen, Ted, I'm not gonna.
Ted Hoy's 46 years old.
I'm not gonna.
Wearing a green plaid shirt.
Oh man,
And
this is
aqua pants.
giving you so much of the information of yourself that. Yeah. Oh wait, is that Ted's phone? Are you coming on? You coming on board to watch? Oh, Carla is trying to watch on the phone so she can see how far she can get. Don't mind the light dancing around, so that she's not in frame.
Is that what you're doing? Are you trying to get to something? I could move the camera so you can get in there safely. There you go. Go for it. Oh my gosh, we can see you in the reflection.
Don't worry, we got it, everybody. That was really a crisis. The light almost went over. It was like teetering. There was a lot of tension in the room.
Yeah, you can hear the bacon now.
Okay, now these, I gotta show these because this is the beef we'll be eating.
Ridiculous.
Hello.
Want me to zoom
It looks
in?
like a head on a puppet. Hello, or on a stick. Nice to see you. I'll give you one of the trivia questions we missed on Wednesday, if you know it. What president is the balcony overlooking the south lawn of the White House named after? No cheating out there. Oh. And no one who was there who got the answer can answer either. Oh man, bacon smells delightful. Hey Eric, why didn't you email Amy back
Text me back.
or text her back? Loser.
Bob Balcony.
Bob Balcony? That'd be awesome. I bet you there's somebody out there named Bob Balcony. Macho Camacho. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get a couple of cloves of garlic. Even though the recipe doesn't really call for a couple of cloves of garlic, I'm going to add it just to zhuzh what up.
It doesn't call for garlic?
Nope, but I'm going to put a little in there.
Yeah.
What text, he said.
I texted you when we were driving up here, Eric.
Unless his phone number is not that phone number.
Oh, maybe. Did your phone number change? Never got a response.
This is multi-layered here. Tap it out. Okay, is everybody tapping out? Because I'll tell you the answer.
We only have Bob Balcony or President Macho Camacho.
Well, neither one of those, or Theodore. That's the.
I think that's just Danny talking to Ted.
Or. It was Truman.
Truman Balcony.
The Truman balcony. We said FDR because, and I believe that our reasoning was he was in a wheelchair and he would need to be wheeled out there. So. We were close, though. Whoa.
How does that make us close? Picked a president?
Oh. No, because FDR is close to Truman. And time.
Okay. Yes, that is a new dog. That dog's name is Bruce. Good boy.
Yeah. Well, then Amy has an old number for you. We tried to do our due diligence, buddy.
We did.
Whew. Ted took off from the Tesla today on our way back and made my guts go.
I mean,
into
it's the same text I have that has pictures of the whole family. What year is that? We're taken in 2021.
I don't know. See the color? We're starting to get some color on these, but the fat is also rendering out, which we only need about a tablespoon of this fat at the end of. Right? All but 1 tablespoon of bacon drippings. Look how big this clove of garlic is.
Maybe you should just do just that one.
Nah.
This is garlic bacon now.
Wait a minute. I don't think you know how to spell. That's weird.
I'm not drunk, just fat finger.
Why not? All right. Ted, would you like a
Oh,
cocktail?
honey.
You got these really cleared out to be once they melted down
I
a
think
little
Doug
bit.
misses his cleaver. I think he does too.
My cleaver? Yes, I
Yeah.
do. Okay, I'm going to turn this down. This would be good on almost anything you want to add a little savory sweetness to. Sandwiches that we had, again, were like on a bagel. That was the bread, which held up because everything else was sort of a wet mess.
It was the kind of sandwich you needed to pick up, tightly wrap in a napkin or wax paper and eat, and maybe not put down in between.
Yeah.
I tried to eat it with a knife and fork at first, thinking that would be neater. It was not.
It was not. What else we had? We had fish, halibut fish and chips at like 3 locations.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. And we went to some crazy places we stopped at one kind of junk store because it had bright yellow signs and it was just a guy and just standing there and it was not really a business that we could tell. There was no cash register and it was just sort of junk outside, and then another room that was, we went through another door to get into. I think he was squatting there, to be perfectly honest with you. So, I don't know.
I think you might just find abandoned properties and throw up some signs and see if you can sell off the stuff.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Oh, I gave you a really good deal, he says.
Yeah.
He said it just like that, too. Seemed like a nice
Crazy
person.
Eddie's. Brave little toaster.
Oh, man.
Okay. How's that?
Oh, yeah, so that place in, where was it? The restaurant we went to? Not Coos,
Richmond?
the Whale Bite.
Whale Bites.
But what city?
Depot Bay.
Depot Bay. It is right before the bridge. And when they say right before the bridge, they mean it. The bridge is here and the restaurant is right here.
Yeah.
So if you go over the
Looks
bridge, you've
over
missed
the
it.
river. The guy from the Dutch Brothers Coffee in Crescent City recommended it. And so we stopped there.
Yeah. It was
Good recommendation.
the guy was beside himself. I overheard him when I went to pick up the drinks. He was like, this guy just came in and he ordered, he said that the guy at the Dutch Brothers in Crescent City told him to come here. Isn't that crazy? And they were all like super happy.
Well, I mean, that is like 3 hours away. So.
Yeah, it's true. All right, does this have a little bit of taste to it still? Oh yeah. Okay, that's done. So
what are you doing with that?
I'm gonna pour some of this into here.
All right, how's that working out? Oops.
What's happening?
I don't know.
That's all.
Okay, it's still going. It's just.
Okay.
I can't. Oh, maybe that's.
You get an action shot here, Ted? That's some pretty clear bacon fat.
Doggy toenails. Such an excellent storyteller. Yeah, right.
Sorry, everybody. Okay. Oh, when that's lifted off, it turns off. That's fun.
Now you're dumping the bacon onto that.
Yep. So yeah, you know, multi-steps. But look how good that looks. What are you doing over there, Ted? Oh, he looks like he's coming in. Oh, I thought he was.
Huh? Gave up.
Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I'm concentrating. Okay. See, but you can see how that looks pretty good, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because again, this has to go, and you know, it's going to break down, or not, it's going to cook more once we put it back in with the onions after they've been reduced down. You know, use your heart when you're pulling how much oil that you want to leave in there, but.
Baker's burn and it still hasn't healed. I know, right? That's what I was thinking, Deefy. He's much more conscientious when he's cooking in someone else's kitchen.
I try to be. I'm really trying to be. Okay.
Okay. You're putting the onions in there now?
Yep, the onions are
All
going to go.
5 million of them?
Yeah. They'll break. I mean, it's going to look like a lot, but it's going to, you know, they're going to start to break down and soften. And now this would be the time I would take to add a little salt and pepper to this mix. The bacon has enough sort of saltiness to it, but also you do still need to salt the rest of it. But we won't go crazy. I love this game that's happening off to my vision to the left here. The child in the bright yellow shirt is trying to be stealthy. Okay. Now your best bet here is to get these covered in the oil to help. And then if you got big pieces that are still in clumps, you want to start breaking those up too. Yeah, it's this thing is slow moving.
What's slow moving?
This cut to do its thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, you keep catching it on things and ripping the...
It's not in a great spot. I'm a clumsy person who bumps into the wall a lot. A bird hit the window today, and he spent about an hour and a half on the back patio downstairs, kind of just chilling out, looking like this. One eye was open and one eye was closed, right, Carly? Yeah. Okay. We're going to start those to do their thing. And, okay, so.
Why does he keep touching the stove with his finger? That's where the controls are.
Yeah.
What kind of oil are you using? Bacon fat?
Yep. Is Ted asking these questions?
No, your brother is.
Oh.
Danny is. And Eric wants to know if you're making something chocolate salty.
No. Okay, so the guy at the bar today said that he created this. Like I said, it's at the Lake Theater and Cafe in Lake Oswego.
Oswego.
Oswego? Whatever. And he just said it was basically one. I mean, pretty easy.
One of what?
One of bourbon. That's rye. It's a local rye, right, Ted? It's the Oregon Spirit from, I don't know.
One of.
And then one of Cynar.
Okay.
And then this is Amaro Meletti. It's very herbally. Apparently, this has, the Cynar is like notes of artichoke. So
Notes
take
of artichoke.
take that as you will.
What did we drink last night, Doug?
Oh man! So Ted is usually barred from buying wine at estate sales, but he really hit a home run with this one. He found a bottle of 1970. Is it in the fridge? Yeah, I'll show you. I thought I saw it in here. Where in the fridge?
Yeah.
Ah, it's in the back. Okay. So this is from a place called Tualatin Vineyards. It's a Petit Syrah, Washington Petit Syrah, produced and bottled in Tualatin Vineyards, Forest Grove, Oregon, in 1975.
That's older than anybody in this house.
It is. And what's great is this won the grand prize outstanding wine at the 1977 Washington County Fair, or Washington County Oregon Fair. That's why it was made with 100% Petit Syrah grapes. It comes, the grapes come from a vineyard set on the Columbia River near Plymouth, Washington. But we were all very, very, very thinking it wasn't going to be good. I took the first plunge.
Is the cork still sitting over there? No.
No. But I took the first plunge last night and had a drink, and I was like, it's actually quite smooth and quite delicious. And the longer it sat out and like got more oxygen, the smoother it got, and I think the flavor was pretty good overall. So. And then.
But yes, we did Google search. Can old wine make you sick? And they said, not really.
And this is chocolate bitters. In particular, it's Scrappy's bitters.
Chocolate
One,
bitters.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you have to buy all of these ingredients?
Teddy did. But he did it because he said he doesn't want it to ruin his experience and make him have a reason not to go to the Lake Theater. And I said, that's not a thing that I think it's going to be a problem. Because we got told that he goes there at least twice a week. So we almost didn't come back because Godzilla times King Kong was starting a showing at 4:30, and we were there at 4:27, and we really could have got there and had our drink and gone. So. Now here's the thing. I also need to take and make sure that I, be fancy about this. Because he is very fancy of like, getting all the oil and spritzing and probably all the things I didn't do really well there, but. And then here it comes.
That was quite a lot of drink.
It is. This is a smaller glass than normal. Uh-oh, Ted's got his
Back on camera.
Ted's got his doubtful face on, everybody.
Why are you doubting? You doubting Venice? He didn't lie to you guys and tell you the wrong ingredients? Well, I guess you drank one right there, so you would have known.
I mean, he literally just sat everything out on the bar and was like, you need these things. And 1 ounce of each. I was like, okay. But he did have them in a rocks glass instead of a sort of one of these styles. This looks bigger than it actually is. Okay.
What looks bigger than it actually is?
This glass.
Oh.
Just because it's got a little pocket in there for. What's it missing?
Insulation.
You think it's missing something? Mm.
Is it the orange zest? Should you maybe put the orange peel in there and then pour it over the top?
I don't know.
Get more in.
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. I don't know. It seems thinner. Maybe it's the rye.
Stirred, not shaken. Did he shake?
Yeah, I think he shook. No, he didn't. Did
Oh, he didn't shake.
Oh. Where were you on that one, Ted?
He's mute over here, remember?
Watching me do things. Well, I guess Teddy's saying that I just have to make him another one, so.
Oh, shaken or stirred, he said that. Question mark. That was when we were talking about the wine.
Well, now we know not to do it that way. Introduces too much air and lightens the whole thing up. But see how this is happening here? Looks
Yes,
pretty good.
but it looks like it's going to take a long
No,
time.
because you're going to add brown sugar here shortly, and that's going to help that whole process do its thing. So,
Okay.
Amy, would you like a
Yes.
okay gin and tonic, as it would be?
Yes, please.
I think that should be enough. Okay, well, this does get stirred or shaken.
Doesn't? What gets shaken? Gin? By
True.
itself?
No, gin and little lemon juice. You put a little lemon juice in there.
No. Gin, tonic water. Squeeze of lemon.
Oh my God, everybody.
Everybody's bossing you
A lot
today.
of friggin' backseat people going on today.
Let's just collapse my desk.
Whatever. You come here, you get what I make. But I mean, it's still good. All right. I don't know.
Doug is what gets shaken.
I
Not
am
wrong.
shaken
Not wrong.
by all of your tomfoolery. Are you gonna walk these mushrooms too? Nice. Sorry, I'm really concentrated on what I'm doing.
I see that. I like it. Ooh, that's a
Where are you going?
nowhere.
Exactly.
Rosamund Pike. She's in quite a few weird things. When you said she was in that movie, I was like,
Yeah, I won't be watching that.
yeah.
I mean, I think the movie was well made, but there were just too many weird scenes in it. I couldn't do it. I can't. I mean, there's a couple in particular. I'm like, I kept asking Ted throughout the entire movie, I don't know what's happening. What is happening? And he also didn't know what was happening.
Was he sleeping through it?
Nope. This is the amazing part is that he was awake through the entire thing, which is some sort of, I don't know, crazy thing. Are you just gonna barbecue these steaks and all the way through? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So I've got some dark brown sugar. I don't know why I had to read that. I knew what it was. That was weird. That was a weird one, Doug. Also, this is a... Oh, come on.
This is good TV.
Hi. Can't see what's going on back here.
Hey.
This is one of my favorite features of this. It comes out, and it also has these cabinets also have soft ends.
Soft close.
That's what I said. Okay, half cup of brown sugar, dark brown. Oh, this is granulated. I'm not shook. I'll shake you like a baby. Wait, what?
Half cup brown sugar. Did you add the garlic yet?
No, I'm gonna towards the end of all of this. I don't need this. I don't know what. Okay. This is just adding. This is the dark brown. It has more molasses-y content in it than sugar, and that's where it gets the darker color. And so it's going to give it a richer flavor as we get. This starts to kind of caramelize down. Now again, you can get caramelization without adding all this sugar to this mix. But why? You can do it this way. Plus you want to have that extra, sugar acts as a liquid. So we want to have that in there. Bacon, drinking, pan, cook, add sugar and stir. Cook. Okay, perfect. I'm going to take this down a little bit. And this is going to get to a point where, again, all the liquid that's in here will start to thicken up, which is what we're looking for. And then I'm going to add, after this kind of comes down a little bit more, and you'll start to see what it looks like. It's going to be real good. Okay, Ted, let's make another one of these for you so we do it right.
Yeah, do it right.
Right, Ted? We'll do it right. Make another one so do it right.
How come my comment didn't post?
It's been taking a minute. Ow. I think it's
One and one
and one.
and one.
That's it. And some bitters.
No shakes?
No, you stir. That's
Oh,
where I
but I
went.
mean some shakes of bitters.
Yes.
Maybe the bourbon is not the
Well, it's right.
wasn't
whiskey,
the
that's
bourbon
why.
they used? Oh. You guys.
No.
You
Caddy.
geysers. Looks like you make Coca-Cola.
Funny story. This is kind of how Coca-Cola got made. They just mixed all aperitifs and other things together and coca leaves, and there you go. Now you have Coca-Cola. You gotta
And
watch.
they just continue to add more and more sugar as the years went by.
That's true. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that really smells really delightful. So, the looks slurp worthy. The looks.
Fat fingers again. Are you sure you shouldn't have cut those onions down a bit more?
I'm telling you what it said. Quartered and thickly sliced. With these cuts, Ted, I think we're getting two drinks out of this instead of just the one. So. Do you need a refill, sir? Are you sure? Okay. Don't say I didn't offer. Then I think you just have to, Perfect. There's a lot of happen.
It's just a whispering.
Tomfoolery. I'll tell you if this one's better. Yeah. It is.
All right, what's going on here in the pan?
The Amaro comes through better. It's interesting. Why would that be, Ted? Is it because of the oxygen that was introduced by shaking? What's happening?
Somebody needs to be in the kitchen again. I'm just gonna. We can see you in the window reflection. By the way.
Yeah, it's really not. You're not sneaking anybody right now. Okay. Now it says to turn it up to medium. And here's where this is going to come out.
No kitty at this house.
No
They
kidding.
thought you were calling for a kitty when you went.
Oh, sorry. I was just. This is too big. When in doubt, chop it up, right?
Why don't you just do that right in the thing?
Well, I'm going to give it a little chopstick. Oh, look at this fun thing. You can push out. That's very helpful. Whatever.
So you get all of it.
That is a terrible sound.
Crush that garlic with your hands like a man.
Seems like it goes down to the bottom like this, and insert and push. Push and insert. Yeah. I don't know. Don't get Ted's mushrooms dirty. Hi, Bruce. Are you looking to have some food? I don't have anybody. He's like, that's a lie. I can see, and I can smell. I'm a dog. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. So is that these are releasing their liquid? It's mixing with the sugar. It's caramelizing. You know, all the stuff that's supposed to happen. How is it?
10 minutes.
Oh, I don't know. Don't think it's going to happen in 10 minutes, folks. That's a sound.
That squishing of the
Yeah,
garlic.
it really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this in real life is going to take,
This is real life.
yeah, it says it takes an hour, which
It doesn't.
this recipe, call it bullcrap. But, well, I still want to do a couple of, well, this is breaking down the last 10 minutes. And then I'm also going to add in the half cup of water.
Oh, what about the coffee?
Working on that.
We also watched a show. What was that show on? It's a documentary.
Red,
called Red,
White,
and Wasted.
About the mudders in Orlando.
Going mudding in Orlando.
Let me tell you, I'm not sure what I think about that, but they're living a different life down there than the rest of us. That's for sure.
Is that a third cup?
Well, it's a half cup.
Central Florida's finest. Yeah, I'll say.
Whoops. That is fine. I got it. Would you like this,
No, thank you.
Ted?
I like cold by now.
There you go. Would you like a refill? See, it's 2 parts there.
Yeah, it was an interesting show.
There was a man who was introduced as Video Pat, but then it said
His name's actually Matthew.
AKA Matthew. His daughter, one of them had some mental issues related to her epilepsy, and the other one only had.
I think her mental issues were related to her drug use.
Oh, that
And
probably.
She also had epilepsy.
Yeah, it's probably more correct.
And another one who had only gone to school
Through
to
middle
the
school.
7th grade?
Yeah, we think that's what we heard, because the teachers were mean to her, so her,
So her mother pulled her out of school.
yeah. Because that's how we do it. Apparently in Florida, and she said that she's only a little bit racist, and then
She doesn't use the hard R.
but then she said right after that she might be racist. But she does have a black boyfriend, so.
But then they interviewed that other kid, and he talked himself out of. He finally decided that he wasn't really racist.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of conflicting facts going on there in southern central
Yeah.
Florida. So.
I mean, I would recommend just for the sheer aspect.
It was definitely something.
It's interesting to see how other people live and
How the other side lives for
operate
some
in this
people.
world.
I mean, but it was the biggest lament that this Video Pat had was that he couldn't go to this place called Swamp Ghost, which was the mud hole, and that his daughter, who only had a 7th grade education, had a baby, little Maddie, and he wasn't ever going to get to go to the Swamp Ghost and get to mud around.
Even though people had been killed there,
Oh, and then
children had been killed in this
yeah.
event. Then he went to this other, what was that called? Redneck Yacht Club.
Yeah, the Redneck Yacht Club. Have you heard
And
of
that's
that?
a big mudding event thing. And also a huge rape scene, I would assume.
Probably
It
not,
was-
probably not a lot of consent happening.
No. Because it got real crazy after dark.
I mean, like, I don't even know. It was kind of crazy. Better, Ted? Yeah. I gotta confirm, I have low self-esteem on these things.
You do?
Well, when I have a need to please people in this manner. I want people to like my food.
You do. How's that go? Are all the ingredients in there now?
Yes. So now it just has to cook down and get thick and delicious.
And how long?
I mean, it said this whole recipe took an hour, and this is taking more like an hour and a half probably.
You need to up the heat?
No, it says to keep it at medium.
Are you going to make the toast?
We can. Make a few of those. Did you put the oil into the cast iron first and then put it down, right?
Do you think it needs that other flavor, or can you just make toast?
I don't know.
Well, if you add the walnut oil, that's another flavor.
If it's not, okay. Then I won't do this now.
Well, what are we going to eat it on? Toast.
We're not going to be able to eat it on camera anyway.
Oh, we're not?
No, it's got to, I mean, it's not, the recipe is not, unless you want to hang out till 8:30, which I don't think anybody does. So, we'll go for the last 4 minutes and do this. But I don't understand how their math works. It's like, it's on low and then reduced for 30 minutes on like the whole thing reduces to for 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, they're not really got their mathing down in this recipe. I'm going to leave a comment on there. I didn't do anything correctly, and I changed all the flavors, and it didn't turn out right at all.
I used completely different ingredients.
Yeah.
And this recipe is garbage.
All right, so I got this recipe from, it's called the Best Bacon Jam recipe. It's from the Endless Meal.
I still think you should toast some bread and try it.
Well, I wanted to do
It might not be totally complex.
It's not going to be good because it needs to be thick and jam-like. So, but we'll do our best.
It's still going to be like onions and bacon. What's going to be bad about that?
It just won't have the consistency it's supposed to. That's part of it. But what are you going to do? Okay. Stay as long as you stream. Well, Ted has to. I'm holding his meat hostage back here. So, right, Ted? So, did you put this down in the pan and then soak it up with the things first? Okay.
Blame the bourbon.
I blame nothing. I blame the fact that time does not apparently operate in the right way. Is that not correct? A lot of... You don't need too much. That's what I noticed. You didn't put you just brushed it and then put it over. So. Did you only did it on one side too, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out in my head where I went wrong here.
Ted found this great painting at the estate sale that would have been really good right there. It was called...
Don't listen to her.
It was called Slightly Religious Man. It was the right size. I can say that much for it. It was
Thematically, I
definitely the
don't
right
think it might have fit
size.
the way you wanted it to.
Different on the top and the bottom? Nah, questionable.
There was nudity involved, wasn't there?
Not in that one. No,
Oh.
he was wearing a black trench coat, I believe.
Oh, that's right. But there was nudity in the other one, in
Well,
which
you could have hung that man gazing out of window. And it's not until you go down the stairs that you see the whole man.
it was. Let's just put it this way: this event, this estate sale, was very interesting. So it was this artist, and then we find out that he lives in sort of a neighborhood with other artists around, and that they just sort of swapped paintings and art around between each other.
Yeah.
And so
There was a lot of paintings of lover in bed with cat, lover on seat, lover looking out of window. Through the years, this was a long relationship with this person.
let's put it this way: it was very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
And a lot of, and then there was those, and then there was a lot of bold clowns, bald, thin clowns in garish outfits. Yeah? Creepy.
it was quite odd. But let me put it this way: it was not my style of art. Man,
Well,
gazing
considering
out
the
window.
quantity still in the home,
That wasn't a
I
lot.
don't think it was. All I could think of was when I was walking around is this is what Ted means when he says, "Don't just fill your home with your own artwork."
That is a true statement. You know what? I never put two and two together, but you know what? You're right on the money.
Because before when I heard that, I was like, "Hey, wait a minute! I have a lot of my own artwork, but it's not all the same."
Oh, that is.
And
this
or
Frappuccino
creepy.
is very sweet. Much sweeter than
The tonic water?
the tonic water.
Yeah, that's good because I actually prefer my gin and tonics with not tonic, with just like club soda or sparkling water. But this isn't that. I don't like that flavor that tonic water has.
You can, well, so a couple of things are happening. I don't know if you can see this. But this is it's thickening up, but it's also deep. Everything's deepening
Yeah, it
in
does definitely
color.
look darker.
And
yes,
so,
quinine. I can't. It sounds like guano to me.
quinine.
I know. It's not backdrop beans.
It's also not Quato, which is the freak mutant
Not that either.
psychic from Total Recall.
Yeah, that got considerably darker just while we were chatting.
Our conversation about Quato or quinine?
No, about lover in window.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the paint Lover and Window really reminded me of the ending of Saltburn.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't you think? Lover and Window? I mean, I believe it's more the graphic male nudity than anything. So, if you've seen
And then
Saltburn,
there were these sculptures where, like,
yeah,
it looked like a darker colored face was pushing its way out of a lighter colored face. And the lighter colored face may have been a pig? I couldn't tell. There was a lot of them, though. Like 8.
it was confusing.
And I saw this guy sneakily taking a picture of them and probably sending it to his friend, like, look at that. This is weird.
There were a lot of pictures being taken. That is
If
correct.
I disappear, this is the address.
That is the house, though, that I did pick up the mini pans for baking pans.
Yeah.
So they were multifaceted artists.
Those pans look like they've never been used. I think people brought him gifts in those pans and he was. What's 2 weeks, 2 weeks? And what's 9? Quinine?
That's what I said, quinine.
What's 2 weeks, 2 weeks?
I don't know what 2 weeks is. 2 weeks, 2 weeks. That's April 15th. We talking about tax day? I'd not like to talk about that.
Watto always reminded me of Krang.
Oh, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nice. That's a good pull. 28 days.
2 weeks is 24 days.
I think we're going off the rails here towards the end. We're just...
No, 2 weeks is 14 days. Why are you saying 29 days? What's happening?
28 Days is the movie about zombies with Cillian Murphy.
I don't know. Did you maybe turn that fan on a little bit? It's real hot in here.
This fan?
Yeah. Look at this, guys. Oh.
It's fine. Is that the loudest or is that the highest?
I think they're one and the same, loudest and highest.
No, that's the highest and loudest. This goes in a circle. Okay.
Watch out in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. 2 weeks because of the head. Yeah.
2 weeks.
That's right.
2 weeks.
Good point. Sorry,
Yeah.
thing. I should have been on top of that.
Hey, like that head, she rips that head off, or that he rips the head off, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like those masks things. I guess they weren't masks; they were sculptures.
But they look like masks, for
Yeah.
sure.
Isn't 28 Days the one with Sandra Bullock?
That's the one 28 days later. Yeah. Everybody, there was that in 28 days and then 28 days later, and people thought that the 28 days later was the sequel, but it was just about a drunk Sandra Bullock. And people were really very, very, very confused. And I believe that's, I think, where you were introduced to Alan Tudyk.
28 Days Later?
Yeah. He plays the German gay man that she meets in rehab.
Yes!
Yeah.
I love Alan Tudyk.
He's been in every single Pixar movie.
Whoa, it's actually
No.
a plastic marble. Expanding that one.
Huh. Oh, nice. Okay.
What about Alan Tudyk? What a delight he is.
He's
in
been
a blessing
he's
to
been
this
a
earth.
voice of something in every like Disney movie for in the modern. So like he was the mayor of Weaselton in Frozen. He was the mayor of Weaseltown in the Judy Hopps movie.
Uh-huh.
And then
Zootopia.
yeah, he was the chicken in Moana. He was something else, but yeah, he's been in every single movie.
Viggo Mortensen is also in that movie.
What?
Which one?
20. Oh, he 28 days later.
Is he an addict?
I believe so.
Now I have to watch it.
Okay. Now this isn't the
I'd much
consistency.
rather watch that than Saltburn. It sounds like.
Oh no, you definitely want to watch 28 Days Later. Ted is back there. I'm gonna give you this. It's not the right consistency, but I'll give it to you anyways.
Really selling it, Doug.
Well,
Oh, and there was light.
I think it's gonna be fine. I just think that once that reduces down a little bit
Oh,
more,
yeah.
it's gonna be really good.
It's delicious. "28 Days Later" is about after the zombies come, right?
No, that is the Sandra Bullock movie.
No, DP's saying that's 28 days.
No.
28 days in rehab? Yeah.
Wait. So, oh, that might be the thing. That people thought
No.
28 Days Later was a weird sequel to 28 Days. That makes more sense.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. When this reduces all the way down,
Yeah.
it's going to be like the flavors are going to be intensified like 5 times. But
Delicious, though.
it is good.
And easy.
I mean, realistically, it just takes time. So, 2 things. First of all, I want to thank the Hoists for their hospitality this week. They're awesome as always. We love them to death. Second of all, we love you. We will be back next
Home
week
again.
at home. And then, who knows? We'll try to make something that doesn't, involve me just going like this. You should try this into the Palisades. Like I said, it's usually bourbon, Cynar, Cynar, whatever, and then Amaro, Meletti, or just an Amaro, whatever your choice is, and a little orange peel with zest,
And bitters.
and chocolate bitters. Type it all together, mix it up, have a drink. So thanks to the Lake Theater and Cafe for giving us the recipe, and we love you. We'll see you next week. Remember to be kind, to be loyal, do something nice for somebody next week. We will see you then. We love you. Bye-bye.